One jam-packed OCG Thursday with frickin' Ritual Beast. This is going second Zoodiac. That's cool. I've been playing that. Despia and so much more. Let's dig into this, shall we? Smash that love and that subscribe button so you guys do not miss out on more awesome content. Yeah, that is Small Waldo. Reveal one monster in your hand and show one monster in your deck with its same type, attribute, level, attack, or defense. Exactly one of these. Alright? Alright, and if you do, banish the revealed monster face down and then add one monster from your deck to your hand with the same type, level, attribute, or defense. It's exactly one as the shown monster. And if you do, banish the shown monster face down. So what ends up happening here when we want to be able to tutor for our Ritual Beast monsters? Well, Duelist, we can, because we have some shared attributes here and we can tutor for other things. Also, we get access to the Destiny Hero package in this deck. Yeah, we're actually doing some interesting stuff with this. Instead of going like Dasher and the other lines of play with this build, we're maximizing on Denier. Okay. That's very interesting. I'm not exactly sure what they were hoping to accomplish with this, but alright. So we have triple copies of Denier, one Plasma, one Droll Lockbird, one copy of the Ghost Mourner, two copies of King of the Sky Prison, triple copies of Elder, one copy of Lara, one copy of Wen, one copy of Zephyr Pilica, one Zephyr Wendy, one Apollo, triple copies of Kenahawk, one Petalfin, two copies of Remrem, then we have triple copies of Winda, two copies of Channeler, we have one Call by the Grave, two E-Tully, one Fusion Destiny, triple copies of Small World, one Macro, two Macro. I wish we could play multiple Macro. Then we have two copies of Ambush and two copies of Steeds. Down in the next check, we have triple copies of Ritual Beast Kumafalcos. We have one Boral Code Dragon. We're really trying to get spicy here. We have two copies of Petalfin, triple copies of Gaia Alti Apelio, triple copies of Alti Kenahawk, two copies of Alti Apelio, and one copy of the Destroy Phoenix. Wrapping up an interesting take on this Ritual Beast shenanigans. Now, I've been playing Going Second Zoo like it's my job recently, and a list showed up from a Chinese tournament Facebook shared. I believe it was Ready for Duel. And this really caught my attention here because, hey look, it's some lightly small package for Zoodiac. But instead of just like going full maximum Zeus here, we're being more conservative in the regard of we're using hand traps to kind of capitalize on that advantage, which is kind of interesting actually. So we have one copy of Lancia, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, one Pankratops, one Effect Veiler, one Ghost Bell, triple copies of Maxi, one copy of Skullmeister, one Bunny Blast, one Ram, one copy of Ratman, triple copies of Throwblade, triple copies of Whiptail. And then we have one copy of Cosmic Cyclone, two copies of Tenki, two copies of Chalice, two Droplets, one Harvey's Feather Duster, two Lightning Storm, one Mystic Mine, triple copies of Pot of Desires, one Eagle Booster, one Widow Anchor, two Engage, two Talents, one Twin Twisters, one Barrage with two Imperm, and one copy of Red Reboot here. Extra here, we have one Asa, two Tiger Mortar, two Hammerbong, triple Choconine, triple Borbo, two Vespinato, and two copies of the Sky Thunder. Inside deck here we have two Droll, two Nibiru, one Lance, one Raigeki, two System Down, two different Dimension Ground, one Imperial Order, two Solemn Judgment, and two copies of Solemn Strike. Wrapping up Going Second Zoodiac. Man, you should max out on this card. This card is completely ignorant of the game. You throw that Zeus so far up your EDM, it's not even funny. Your opponent's not going to have a good time at all whatsoever. But that's what Dark World No More is for. Next up here, we have Despia. Oh, Ab Lithium of Despia. I'm so glad that we got this new guy, but the thing is, he's only a one-of. Alright, so during your main phase, you can make all monsters you currently control on the field. Oh, all monsters face up on the field currently gain 100 attack more times their level. And then until the end of your opponent's turn. Wow. This card is used as fusion material from the hand or field and sent to the graveyard or banished. You target a level 8, or excuse me, you can target one of your Despia monsters or one of your level 8 or higher fusion monsters that is banished or in your graveyard except for himself and special summon it. I love me some floating with this guy. So we have 1 copy of Ad Libitum of Despia, triple copies of Albert, my boy. We have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 1 Black-clad Dragon Albion. We have triple copies of Despia of Tragedy, 2 copies of Dragon Matugia, and then we have 2 Ecclesia Virtuous. Ah, yeah, this can loan fire into Fallen of Albaz. Speaking of Albaz, we have 2 of these. 2 Maxi, 1 Jing Jang Swords. Then we have triple copies of Allure of Darkness, triple copies of Branded in Red, 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 2 copies of Despia the Stigmatica Theater, 1 Foolish Barrow, 1 Gold Sark, 1 Jubilation of the Branded, with triple copies of the Stigmatica Curtain Rise, and we have 2 copies of the Ice Dragon's Prison, triple copies of Stained Glass Lavalian. So, Fairy Monster, draw 3, place 2 cards on the bottom of your deck. Alright, and these are based on the types of effect monster you control. In Fiend, your opponent draws 1 card and they discard 1 random card. And if they have any cards in their hand, discard 1 more card of their choice. A lot of board break or hand ripping shenanigans here. Fairy, oh my god. So we're just graceful charitying all day long for this deck. That's so good. Down here in the extra deck, we have the 1 copy of Cross Sheep, 1 Dragonmaid, number 38, 100, Titan-clad Starving Venom, of course, the Sprind, the Iron Dash ship, Predaplant, 2 copies of the Masquerade, 2 copies of Quadratus, 1 Proskenium, and then we have 2 copies of Albion the Branded Dragon. We have 1 copy of Absolute, 2 Lancia, 2 Token Collector, 2 Droplets, 1 Harvey's Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Super Polymerization, and triple copies of Dark Sacrifice. Wrapping up Despia. Next up here we have Metalfoes, the deck. Alright, how great it must be to have Electromite at 1. Alright, but yeah, this deck still functions in the OCG as a rogue pick. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 1 copy of Astrograph Sorcerer, 1 copy of DD Lomnia, 1 Servant Kepler, 1 copy of Jet Synchron with 2 O-Line, triple copies of Melcaster, triple copies of Rescue Rabbit, 1 Zephyr Windy, triple copies of Zephyrath, 2 copies of Zephranu, 1 copy of Zeraxa, 1 copy of Zephraxi, 2 copies of Magicalibra. Wow, we're actually playing this. Interesting. We have triple Metalfoes, Gold Driver, and triple copies of Silver Red. And then we have 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 1 Dark Contract, 1 Metalfoes Fusion, 1 Mystic Mind, triple copies of Oracle, triple copies of Painful Decision, the 1 Parametalfoes Fusion, the 1 Terraforming, triple Providence, with 1 Nine Pillars and 1 Zephyra Divine Strike. And then we have 1 Auroradon, 1 Link Rebo, 1 Electromite, 1 Hulk, 1 Apo, 1 Galagranite with 1 Herald, 1 Formula, the 1 Ding Ding, 1 Borreload Savage, 1 Baxia, 1 Barandis, the 1 Astrotalus, 2 Mithrilium. We have triple copies of Lancia, 2 Nibiru, 2 Gamma, 1 Token Collector, 1 Driver, 1 Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm with 1 Twin Twister, and 1 copy of Red Reboot. Wrapping up Metalfoes. And the last list I have for you guys here is just, I'm a simple Dragonmaid duelist, alright? I see tech choice innovation here. We have to talk about it, alright? So this is OCG Dragonmaids packing in the good stuff, as I like to call it. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, triple copies of Chamber Dragonmaid, 1 Celestial, 1 Dasher, 1 Ernest, 1 Lepore, 1 copy of Tinkhack, 2 copies of Kitchen, triple copies of Maxi, with 1 Nurse, triple Parlor, of course. Then we have 1 Cosmic Cyclone, 1 copy of Crossout Designator, 1 copy of Changeover, 2 Hospitality, triple Fusion Destiny. Why would we not play Fusion Destiny? 1 Lightning Storm, triple copies of Pot of Prosperity, 1 Downtime, triple copies of Tiding, 2 Imperm, and 2 Dynamiskis. Extra deck here with 1 Striker Dragon, 1 Anaconda, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nimduk, 2 copies of Erratic Seals, 1 copy of Alcei, with a 1 Chaos Ruler. And then we have triple House, triple Shio, and 1 copy of the Phoenix Enforcer. IQ plays for 900. Cross out Designator the Fusion Destiny against the opponent. You win. Alright? Laugh at them so hard. So this wraps up this week's chunk of OCG Thursday deck profiles. I think that this is a very interesting chunk of what is representative in the meta right now of Japan, across all boards of Rogue here. And I do really look forward to seeing what more will come out of these events here as things begin to shape up. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash it up, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on the day with some more cool awesome content. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out Vanquill40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by Vanquill40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mquillgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.